Hey everybody, it's Christine from Kizzy Reads. I'm going to do the end of September wrap up. I did the first half of September because I read quite a few books. So I'm going to start with the books that my son and I read together, which I read out loud to him. And he wanted R.L. Stine's Goosebumps, Vampire Breath. These books have been brought back to the library already, so I'll show you on my phone. But this is about two kids that find a coffin in their basement, and in the coffin is a bottle marked Vampire Breath, and they mistakenly open it and get transported in time. So he thought that was cute and decided to grab a whole bunch of Goosebumps books for Halloween reading. The next book I read was The Devil in the White City by Erik Lawson, and it was for the Booktubers Booktubers Reading Buddies Book of the Month. If you want true crime, don't pick this up. It is about the Chicago World Fair in 1893. If I specifically went to the true crime stack in the library looking for true crime books. This was in it. And if it hadn't happened at the same time as the Chicago World Fair, it would not have been a true crime book. I hope that makes sense. It was just the whole 3/4 of the book was about the Chicago World Fair, the bidding to get it, the construction of it, the people involved in it, and just I wouldn't even say a quarter of the book was part of the true crime story of H.H. Holmes and the fact that it happened down the road from the Chicago World Fair. I think the author just stuck it in there just for, pardon my French, shits and giggles. I gave it a 2 or 3 star. I did find the info interesting, but true crime, no. And because it was based on what the author thought might have happened. It wasn't even actual instances of what happened. After that, my son and I started reading The Maze of Bones by Rick Riordan, and it's the beginning of the 39 Clues books. The next book I picked up was The City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, book 2 in the Mortal Instruments series. I'm really liking Magnus Bane. I love his quirkiness and his sarcasm. It's just, it makes me laugh. I love him. So I'm looking forward to the third book. My daughter gets books, and she likes it when I read them, not at the same time as her, but not out loud to her, because she's 13. So she likes it when I read books and then we can discuss it. So the book that she wanted me to read was How I Survived Middle School. It's a series, and it's Can You Get an F in Lunch by Nancy Krulik. And it's a middle grade book, and it's about a girl who starts middle school and thinks that her friends from grade school are going to be her best friends in middle school. And she had gone to a camp, make sure it doesn't go, gone to a camp for the whole summer and didn't realize that her best friends kind of went their own way and a new set of friends. So a lot of things happen during the first little bit of middle school that is quite cute. So there's that book. And then I went on to the series of Children of the Lamp by P.B. Kerr, and it was really cute and kind of bittersweet when it ended. It's about a boy and a girl who are, well, brother and sister, who find out that they're genies and lamps, essentially, but they're called Jinn. And book 5 is The Eye of the Forest. And each book is a different adventure with major characters from history. And I like how the author kind of puts a spin on different parts of history, that, like the Inca gods, and Genghis Khan, and other little quirks and things. He kind of has a neat little way of explaining things that are either unexplainable or nobody really remembers or it hasn't been written down. And it's just a nice little way to make the story interesting and make it really believable, actually. The book 6 is The Five Fakirs of Baizabad. And the last book in the series, which I still love Gronin, the groaning butler. He made the story so funny. And he gets into so much mischief. The last book is The Grave Robbers of Genghis Khan. So I think that's all I'm going to say about these books, because you can't really get into too much detail without giving some plot details away. And I think that's it. I've already done my October TBR. This week, I'm starting my October Spooky Reads, and I've already actually started it. It by Stephen King. That's going to take me a little bit, but I read The Stand in a week, so I'm sure this is not going to take much longer than that, depending on if my kids and my life get crazy. So hope everybody has a good week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.